Everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're tackling a question that I know a lot of people have probably wondered about.
Okay.
But maybe just never thought to ask,
Yeah.
We're diving into the world of mobile phone chargers.
Right.
Specifically, the mystery of why they all seem to have the same voltage output, but then they have all these different current strengths.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Have you ever looked at the back of your charger? You're 5 volts,
Right.
but then 2.1 amps,
Right.
1.5 amps. What is the deal with that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So hopefully by the end of this deep dive, you'll be able to walk into the electronics store, look at all those chargers and actually understand, what's what.
Yeah, and be able to pick the right one for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So to help us break this down,
Yeah.
we have an expert with us today who knows all about the ins and outs of electricity and charging.
Oh, well, I don't know about all, but I know a few things.
And hopefully enough to help us understand this. So let's just jump right in. First things first, can you just explain the basic difference between voltage and current? I know we throw these terms around all the time.
Yeah.
But what do they actually mean in practical terms?
Yeah, sure. So think of it this way. You got a pipe with water flowing through it.
Okay, I can visualize that.
Right.
Yeah.
So the voltage,
Yeah.
which is measured in volts,
Okay.
that's the water pressure.
Oh, okay.
It's the force that's pushing the electricity through the wires, just like water pressure pushes water through the pipe.
So higher voltage, stronger push.
Exactly.
Got it.
Now, the current, that's
Yeah.
measured in amps or amperage, and that's more like the amount of water that's flowing through that pipe.
Okay, so a wide pipe means more water can flow through.
Right, exactly.
A higher amperage means more electricity is flowing.
Yeah, you got it.
That's actually a really helpful analogy. So when it comes to mobile phone chargers, why do they all seem to have pretty much the same voltage?
So there's a good reason for that. Most mobile devices are designed to operate within a specific voltage range, for safety reasons and to ensure compatibility with different chargers. So you'll commonly see voltages 5 volts, 9 volts, or 12 volts. It's kind of like having that standard size for all the faucets and hoses so everything fits and works together.
Right, makes sense. So the voltage is standardized for safety and compatibility.
Exactly.
But then the current, the amperage can vary quite a bit.
Right, and that's because different devices need different amounts of current to charge efficiently.
Okay, so my tablet with its huge screen probably needs a lot more current than my tiny little phone.
Exactly. It's like trying to fill up a swimming pool with a garden hose versus a fire hose.
Right, the fire hose is going to get it done way faster.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think I get that now. But here's a question that always worries me. What if I use a charger with a higher amperage, like my tablet charger on my phone? Is it going to fry it or damage the battery or something?
Okay, so that's a really common concern, and it's understandable to worry about that.
Yeah.
But actually, devices are pretty smart these days.
Oh, good.
Your phone is only going to draw the amount of current that it needs,
Oh, really?
even if the charger is offering more.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's you've got this big fire hose again,
Okay.
but you're just using it to fill up a small glass of water.
I see.
The glass is only going to take in the amount of water that it can hold.
It all makes sense now.
Right.
So basically, I don't have to worry about accidentally overcharging my phone or anything.
Nope. It's totally safe to use a charger with a higher amperage than your device actually needs.
Oh, that's a relief. So that means I can just use my tablet charger for everything.
Pretty much, yeah. And in fact, that's kind of the idea behind those fast charging technologies.
Right.
They use higher voltages and currents to deliver a faster charge, but the device still controls how much it takes in, so it stays safe.
Okay, that's good to know. So what about the opposite? What if I use a charger with a lower amperage?
Well, it'll still charge your device, but it's going to take a lot longer.
Okay, I've definitely experienced that.
Yeah, it's like trying to fill up that swimming pool with a tiny little dropper instead of a hose.
Ugh. Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So the main takeaway here is that the voltage is important for compatibility, and then the current or amperage is all about the charging speed.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, great. So we've talked about voltage and current. Is there anything else that can affect how our devices charge?
You know what? There actually is. One thing that sometimes gets overlooked is the cable itself.
Oh yeah, the cable. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you get those really thick chunky cables.
Right.
And sometimes they're really thin and flimsy.
Exactly. And that can actually make a difference.
Really?
Yeah. A thicker cable with better conductivity is going to let more current flow through.
Oh, okay.
So it can actually lead to faster charging.
So it's not just about the charger, it's about the whole package.
Yeah, it's the whole system.
The charger, the cable, everything has to work together.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. I feel like I've learned so much today. I had no idea. There was so much to know about something as simple as a phone charger.
It's actually more complex than people realize.
It really is.
Yeah.
So I guess the next time I go to buy a charger, I'm going to be looking at those labels a lot more closely.
Yeah, definitely worth taking a look.
So to wrap things up, we've learned that voltage is all about compatibility, making sure your charger and your device can talk to each other, so to speak. The current or amperage that determines how fast your device charges up. And then the cable itself can also play a role in how efficiently the power is delivered.
Makes a big difference.
Now that you all know this, I'm curious. Take a look at the chargers you're using for your phones. Your tablets, your laptops are using the most optimal charger for each device. Or could you be giving your tech a little bit of a power boost by using a charger with a higher amperage?
Something to think about.
Something to think about. And that is it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. For more detail, you can visit our blog website www.evergreentechtips.com.